Hi guys, DeMoose out here, and today I'm doing a Q&A, and the questions that I've got here are from Melissa Lee Gates, where she's a blogger, and she sent me a couple of questions. Then again, it's not a couple, 20 questions, and I thought, let me answer in camera for you guys, so you guys can. I read the questions and they're really beneficial. So I thought, why not make a video? Let's get it on. First question is, how do you want to see your name in print? Musa Drama or DeMoose Art? Either one. I really don't mind. Actually, yeah, I'll say DeMoose Art, just because that's what people know me for. Second question is, what is the origin of DeMoose Art? What does it exactly mean? DeMoose Art. Actually, wait, where did that come from? Obviously, people used to call me Moose instead of calling me Musa, so that was part of it. And DeMoose, where did that come from? DeMoose. Actually, I think it's because my ex-girlfriend came from France, and I used to go to France a lot. And then when I came back to uni, all my friends were like, "Oh, Le Moose, DeMoose," and I think it just caught on, DeMoose, and I was like, "Oh, that's not bad." That's, instead of just saying Moose, which you hear all the time, I thought, let me add DeMoose. Gives you a little something. And I think that's where it came from. Third question is, why do I prefer pen over other mediums? Long story short, do I use other tools, and if I have, which one, and in the future, which one would I like to use? I've used pencil, Prismacolors, I've used pro markers. I haven't used Copics. No, I've used paint, acrylic, watercolor, and yeah, which one would I choose out of them? I think I'll probably choose. Oh, it's a hard one. Pro markers. I like pro markers. They're a bit like Copics from what I've seen in videos. They're a little bit similar. I'll probably say pro markers because I used to do that quite a lot. And yeah, then again, paint. I'm not really a big paint fan, but it's something that I do want to get more into. Hopefully one day, when I get older and I have my own place, my own studio, and I can just mess about and chuck paint all over the place. So the fourth question is, your YouTube channel states that your videos are published in Denmark. Yes. Do you currently live there? Yes, I do. Were you born there, and have you always lived there? Yes, I was born here, but I haven't always lived there. I've lived most of my life in the UK, London, Essex, 17 years. When I was 4, that's when we went to London. And yeah, when I was 21, I came back to Denmark, and I've lived there for 2 years now. Fifth question, tell us a little bit about yourself. Well, actually right now my life is pretty simple. Work, home, gym, home, draw, all night, sleep around 4 hours, repeat. That's basically what I do. And on occasion, I go to London, see my best friends, my boys, my homies, and go to Sweden and all these places to see family and whatnot. So I like traveling, but most of the time it's work, gym, draw. That's basically, and drink a lot of tea. That's basically what I do. Question number 6. How long have you practiced art to get to the skill level you are currently at? I've been drawing for as long as I can remember. Yeah. My sister used to be in art a lot. She loved it, and I always used to see her drawing on things. And this one drawing I can remember, she drew on a bed of Aaliyah, the musician. Rest in peace. Yeah, she drew that, and I was like, oh wow, that's sick. I want to do that. That's what I want to do. I just want to draw. And obviously, I used to draw a lot then. Be at home, draw a lot. Go to school, come back from school, be like, Mom, go into the library to do my homework. Do my homework. And I'll be sitting in the library after I've done my homework, just drawing images from comic books that I like and whatnot. Do I have any formal art training? If so, what? Question number 7. No, no, and no. I just draw. Like, throughout my life I've just been drawing. I've never taken art classes or anything like that. I personally think the best way to learn is by learning from your mistakes. So draw, make mistakes, learn from it. Draw, make mistakes, learn from it. Like, I think that's the best way. Unless you're one of the people that draw, make mistakes, and don't learn from it, then you're wasting your time, because you're not going to improve because you're not learning. So, but the best method for me was to draw, learn from my mistakes, improve on it, and practice as much as I can. Question number 8. What is your physiology on art education and formal training? Do you think it's important to the growth of an artist? Don't think so. Most artists that I know, or that I've seen online and everything, a lot of them say they're self-taught and their work is sick, like it's on levels. And obviously you have a few that obviously went to art school, studied art, and then art as a degree. Then you have them people, but I don't know, it depends, innit? Yeah, it depends. Some people training and obviously taking classes and whatnot helps them, and there's others that they don't need that. They just practice and learn along the way. Question number 9. What has been the most influential to your growth as an artist? Just wanting to improve, I think. Like with every drawing, just wanting to improve, make a little bit of difference, even if it's not a lot. As long as I'm making a little bit, it's still, yeah. And obviously my sister drawing, I had a cousin as well that was good at drawing, and we used to draw a lot as well when I was younger. But other than that, just drawing and trying to improve every single drawing. Question number 10. How long does a normal ink drawing take for me to render? What to do, if you don't know what render means. But yeah, it normally takes me between 5 to 8 hours on a normal basis. Sometimes if I go overboard, like my Thor drawing, that took me like 13 hours, obviously because it's so detailed. And yeah, some of them do end up taking like more than 10 hours, but most of my drawings take between 4 to 8 hours, 5 to 8 hours, it depends. Question 11. What are the pros and cons working extensively in pen and any medium for that matter? Sorry. Con working with pen is you make a mistake, you're throwing it away. There's no way of adjusting it. It's that simple. That's probably the biggest problem. Obviously with paint, even if you make a mistake, you wait for it to dry, cover it up with white paint, and then you can work on it. So that's not really that big of a problem. Color pencils is almost like pen. If you make, then again, if you're drawing a pencil sketch first, after that making a mistake should be very minimal. So I reckon that's a pro, because you're drawing with pencil sketch first, and any mistakes you can adjust to it, rub it out, make the proportions right and whatnot. Yeah. It depends. You can say this is a con with ballpoint pen. Patience. A lot of people don't have patience. They want the drawing, the color now. They're not willing to mix colors to get to that color. Paint as well, it works like that. You have to mix a lot of colors to get to the color you want. Whereas pencils, if you have a set of, let's say, 200 different colors, you're not gonna really need to mix colors. So that's another pro for pencil. But yeah, I'm going on, and yeah, that's about, yeah, cool. Question 12. How did your collaboration between you and Kirsty come about? Well, I was on YouTube obviously watching other artists, and she popped up on the side, and I was like, ooh, what's this? So I clicked on her video and I saw the way she worked, mixing all these paint, watercolor paint with Prismacolors, and the way she did her backgrounds. I was intrigued by that, and I was like, let me contact her and see if she's willing to do a collaboration. So I messaged her on, was it Twitter? Yeah, I found her on Twitter and I messaged her on Twitter, and yeah, we started talking that way, and we was talking about collaborations, ideas and whatnot. And yeah, that's how it happened. Question number 13. Do you have any tips on getting yourself out there and marketing yourself as an artist? Well, my tip number 1 is make sure you're on social media. If you're not on like Twitter, Instagram, YouTube, Facebook, what else is there? DeviantArt, Tumblr. If you're not on these things, then there's something wrong. Like, what are you playing at? You need to get on this grind. Like, you need to be on these things if you're an artist. How are some people gonna see your work if you're not showing it on these platforms? Like, you need to, especially the Instagram, Facebook. These are big deals. This is where the people are at. So you need to be using these platforms and sharing your work. Question number 14. Do you think collaborations on YouTube are important for the modern artist to build their brand and subscriber base? Why? Yeah, collaborations do help. Obviously, if you have around the same amount of subscribers, and even if it's less, because they're showing your work to a new audience, because their subscribers may not be subscribed to you, and obviously your subscribers may not be subscribed to them, so it helps you both out, and it's a good way just to, you know what I mean, meet other artists. Even then, when other artists see a collaboration you've done, they might think, okay, so this one's willing to work with other artists, and yeah, it's good. It's a good way to get to know other people that are doing the same type of work that you do. Question number 15. Do you have any tips or techniques that you would like to share with my viewers? Okay, when it comes to tips, I would say stroke at a time. Ballpoint pen is all built up with lines. Your images are all built up with lines. So do a stroke at a time and try to add the lightest color first. Like she was saying here about my Doctor Strange drawing of, where is it? It's over there. My Doctor Strange drawing about the side of the face, how I did the shadows and shading and whatnot. She was like, how can I do that without making it look like muddy and dirty? And yeah, that's basically what she was saying, and I was like, good point. Basically, you add the brown first, black on top, and then add the brown again, so it kind of blends it together, if that makes any sense. Question number 16 kind of relates to number 15. How do you prevent your shadows from looking muddy or overworked? Do you think that this can apply to color pencil artists? Layering. Like, I take my time, I layer one color, then I add another color on top, and if it's not dark enough or anything like that, then I add a little bit more pressure to the pen, and that's how I basically just keep mixing the colors until I get it to the point that I want. If you press hard first time, then you're fucked. Like, it's that simple. You are having big man problems. It's the same with pencil. If you press hard on the pencil one time, you just messed up everything. So, pencil artists as well, lightly. Apply the color lightly. If it's not dark enough, add a bit more pressure. And then add another color if you have to mix it, but lightly as well. And then add the first color on top of that to kind of blend it together. Yeah, that's basically what I will say. Do that. Question number 17 is... Okay, first question, how do I stop the bleeds of the pen? I basically say, what I do, I don't press light so the ink doesn't really flow out. If you press really hard, the ink just goes, like you stop, you want to start somewhere else lightly, then also you have a block of ink on your page. So that's one thing I don't do. I don't press hard. Even if I'm doing dark areas, I build up with layers. And I tend to wipe my pen every now and then, but I don't do it as much as some people do. Yeah, that's the answer to the first question. This is question 17, but there's like 4 questions in it. And my dark and lights in my drawings, that's just practice of pressure. Now it's become muscle memory, but it's a practice of pressure, how I get from the dark to light. I'm used to it now, and it took me time, but yeah, practice. And the final question in there, how do you pull off these concepts with limited ink and colors? Again, practice, messing about, mixing colors. And obviously when I'm doing a drawing, it doesn't matter what drawing it is, I have a scrap piece of paper, just a spare piece of paper on the side. So if I'm not sure about how I'm going to make this color, and I'm mixing a couple of colors on the side until I get the color that I want. Question 18, I see you're approaching 70,000 subscribers on YouTube. Did you ever think you would impact that many people around the globe with your artwork? How does it make you feel? It makes me feel amazing. Like, I appreciate the support. It means a lot to me that many people are interested in the kind of art that I do. No, I didn't think that many people would be interested in ballpoint pen art. Obviously, now that I found out that many people are interested in ballpoint pen art, this year that's one of my goals, to try and get more and more people into the medium and try to help them develop their ballpoint pen skills. And this is the final question. Is there anything else that I haven't asked you that you would think my readers and artists of other mediums would benefit from knowing? I would say do what you love what you do. That's it. So that's my Q&A video for today. I hope you guys enjoyed it. It was pretty long, but thank you for sticking around. If you did like it, give it a thumbs up. If you didn't, still give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to comment, share, and subscribe to DeMoose Art. I'm DeMoose. I'm out.